网友们好，我是 Amanda Mansour, 美国在台协会的发言人, and I'm very happy to be here today with Joanne Chang, American celebrity pastry chef who is here in Taiwan to help Taiwan's pastry chefs discover America's favorite desserts and also some of America's best ingredients. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
And Joanne has agreed to answer 3 questions exclusively for our Facebook friends.
So I spent 2 years in consulting, and I really enjoyed it a lot. But I never thought I would do it for my whole life. What I always loved to do was play in the kitchen. I was baking and I was cooking for my friends, and I thought to myself, what do I like to do when I don't have to work? And that is, I like to cook. So rather than stay in consulting, I decided to take a year off and get a job in a restaurant and see if I liked it. And the very first day I walked into a restaurant kitchen, I fell in love with that environment. So my first job was working in a restaurant kitchen, and then I worked in a bakery. And once I worked in a bakery, I fell in love with pastries, and I stayed in pastry until I opened my bakery flour. When I was trying to figure out what I wanted my bakery name to be, I talked to my friend Christopher, who's now my husband, and I said, what do I call this place that's my dream? I wanted a name that would exemplify what I was trying to do, and that is something that was really classic and very simple but very perfect. And he said, why not the name flour? The ingredient flour is such a key part of all of your baking, and you bake with such great flour, and you always make really wonderful desserts, and by calling the bakery flour, you really highlight the fact that you take a lot of simple ingredients like flour and sugar and eggs and butter and combine them all together differently to make something wonderful like a blueberry muffin. So I tried it in my head a couple of times, flour bakery, and at first it sounded a little bit weird, but then after a while it made so much sense, and now I can't imagine calling us anything else. So if we were a dessert that wasn't apple pie, something that I might cast us as, I'll give a shout out to pastry chef Dominique Ansel, who is based in New York but has places in Tokyo and in London and in LA, and he invented the cronut. And the cronut is a combination of a croissant and a donut. And I love the fact that he took something that is very classic French, the croissant, and he combined it with something that's very American, the donut, and that he joined them together. And he himself is from France, and he came to America, and he took a little bit from all these different cultures and created a really spectacular dessert that I think really represents America and pastry.
Well, thank you again. We really look forward to sampling some of the things that you're going to be baking today. We understand you'll be traveling from here to Kaohsiung.
To Kaohsiung, yeah.
So we hope to follow you on your adventure, and to our Facebook friends, 下一次见.
谢谢你们，下一次见。